looking at this picture, it was from 1990, and the garden was very much the pride and joy of my parents. It was near the seaside, and she had the idea of growing sea kale. Pretty tough stuff, and the only way to make it useful is to put them into Sea Kale Forcers, which make them grow in upright and in the shade. So I thought, well, I'll try and make one. But it wasn't really used in its right context. Later on, having moved up to the Scottish borders, it wasn't far from this bridge. And if we remember the Clifton Suspension Bridge, only 2 or 3, this was built by Captain Brown, designed by Captain Brown. Note again the name, we'll come across it. It used this chain link, and this flag has just been put together by my brother by competition for the Scottish Berwick flag. And it's the Union Bridge, which joins England to Scotland, just outside Berwick, and that's where she moved to. And there was a wall garden. This is about 1975, this drawing. And the bothy we see up there became part of this, but all this garden had been built on. And that was where my mother was. And the opportunity came to help when she moved up there at her home. And the now derelict bothy took a while to do, but eventually we cleared the stones and put the roof back on, and then a view from the other end. That's how it was, and that is how it came, but we still have yet to finish off that bit. Well, the Sea Kale Forcers moved house again. Sea kale, it doesn't look very happy, unfortunately. And that's the more useful shape with a small top. But I thought, well, it's going to be difficult to be able to harvest the sea kale. So with this one, the whole top came off. What I didn't realise was it's going to be pretty heavy when the two parts were separated. But live and learn. But it did lead on to the idea of grid formations and structure. With the structure of the uprights and crossways, it gives strength to a flat panel. Well, trial and error. Good on Uncle though, to still have it. And this was the actual main building, 1984. And this is 2002. The garden forces, the rhubarb forcers, no, the Sea Kale Forcers are in the grounds of the Gardeners Benevolent Fund, which was a charity for retired gardeners. And this is the auction. And having done the drawings, they said, well, could I do a postcard for them? This is the interior of the building, shown from the left to the right. And that was in the middle, whilst I was doing the middle section. And that's the view up to the balcony. When the house had gone, my uncle built this one in the wall garden, because of course it was the garden that he liked and loved. And that's an aerial view of the building and the structure. The elliptical is only one or two in the country, and he was formed by Captain Brown. Going back to the suspension bridge, he used to live at Netherbyes, so they all link together.